SokPop.
SokPop. This is Danzel Glovington doing post commentary on the Labyrinth 100% SokPop speedrun. I'm not starting the timer right now. The reason I'm doing post commentary is for two reasons. One, the timer in the bottom corner here messed up. So this is the run before. This is how it messed up. The run before my world record, I reset really early right here because I'm about to walk along this geometry and get stuck, and it's so early in the run I'm just okay, reset. But I haven't stopped the timer, so I'm going to stop the timer when the run is meant to start. So in actuality, what you're going to see right now is the newly timed version of this world record run. So we're about to see for the first time what the real-time record is. The second reason I'm doing post commentary is, as you might see my lips moving in a different way from what you hear, I am not the Danzel that's in the webcam right now. This is post commentary. I had the microphone muted for like the first half of the run, so I'll just talk over this now so that it's not just awkward lip moving in the corner. The movement's pretty good on this in this run for the early parts. You get a jump upgrade pretty early in the run, and then after that, all the stuff is really difficult to do. All the speedrun jumps are pretty precise, and even the normal jumps in the game are really kind of annoying and precise to get. But the movement you do in just the walking part can be nice. I like how refined it can get and how much time you can save with it. And even jumping off of those ladders optimally, it takes some pretty finessed inputs, like the X button to climb, let go of the arrow, push the arrow back down, and then push the opposite arrow key to fall off, all in the right order, all in succession. So I actually liked resetting and doing the early part of the run. Once you get the jump ability, it's all terrible. It's all difficult. So this is the 100% category. There are 30 crystals in the game, and we get them all. We also get the 2 upgrade abilities, the jump, and later on there's a pendant which tells you where the crystals are based on a light shining in the pendant. It also makes a sound. But before we do anything, we get the jump ability, because you can't even fall off of edges properly without it. You can do those ladder falls that I did earlier in the run, but that's it. And we'll never need to do them again because we'll have jump and you can just walk off of edges at that point. The reason I'm retiming this for real time is because the in-game timer, which you'll see at the end of the run, is accurate and shows a good time. But the game's pretty laggy sometimes, so the real time is going to be quite different for me. It'll be like really close to 30 seconds different. So we got our sword. We zoned out there to save time. Instead of walking back, you can zone out to where you entered the screen. And the sword is used to get the jump ability. This really difficult hitbox here, putting it inside the hand of the statue. I actually messed it up. That's interesting. It is actually hard to get that, and I mess it up sometimes, and it's funny that I messed it up in the record. There's some big mistakes coming up in the run. Warning, fair warning. Definitely lots to save. But the demoralizing issue is that the lag caused this RTA to be very close to the current world record that it just beat. But the in-game time is almost 30 seconds faster than the in-game time of the previous record. So it's demoralizing to me that because of the way the game runs on my computer, I have to play that much higher skill level in order to get a faster real time. But the in-game time is very good at the end of this. It's maybe I won't spoil it if you haven't seen, but it's exciting. Some people, I don't know, maybe some people watch videos without looking at the title, or click on the fastest speedrun on a leaderboard without looking at the time. So that screen, this is the first screen that we just finished with all the jumps. It's actually really tricky to get those jumps. I failed a few runs on there, and before I even did this run and the one before it that I reset at the beginning of the video, I failed a bunch of runs on those early jump screens. Just even right before I got this run, I was failing runs on them. That's why the mic is muted, actually, is because the last couple of runs before the video started, this one, I had failed in that early jumping screen in the run. And so I took a little bit of a stretch break and muted the microphone because I was failing in early, easy parts of the run. I wanted to do something about that. So we're seeing in these screen transitions, the super jumps, they're very nice because those ones are more finessed. You can just hold Z in the loading screen and do a super jump, but when you start pressing Z, changes how far you go in the super jump. So there are times where if you go max dist, you'll die. You'll fall off the edge, so you don't want to do that. You want to like time it so that you get a nice easy super jump that doesn't go too far. Other times you can't do them at all, but it's a fun part of the run. That crystal back there, that's some tough movement to get it. It's also easy to fall off the cliff. You can get that before getting the jump ability without losing much time. Might have been better to do that. Those were some real nice super jumps. This looks awesome. These are hard jumps. These are just like regular jumps in the game that you're supposed to be able to do, but they're all hard. Like, it's so easy to just not know where you're gonna land. Just blindly jump off a cliff. So I take this sort of safe route up here. I think there's another way around there that might be a bit faster, involving a zip. Could have gone for a better super jump there, but pretty good. Looking at the real time now in post commentary, Danzel, it's a sub 5:30 getting to this platform there. That's very good. And then getting this zip up. So this is looking good. This is a fast one, which is what I was hoping while I was doing it, since we didn't actually have the timer running during the run. All right, this trick's interesting. I love that when you open a door and jump at the same time, you zip. But that particular zip is cool because of how I figured it out. If you have no cursor keys held down, no movement inputs, and you're also partially inside the door, then all you got to do is hold down the two buttons, jump and open, and then you get the fastest. Oh, I'm about to start talking live, so I'm gonna mute my mic now. But this is the hardest screen in the game. That's all I'll say. Okay, my lips might have been moving this whole run. I think the mic was muted. I'm never gonna get that first try in a run. Terrible hitbox RNG on that. Well, it's not exactly RNG, but... Hey, Summer. Yeah, up late, getting some world record attempts in. A couple of mistakes there, but I think this is still a really good pace. Just unfortunate mistakes. Hey, Dasivoli. No, I was just muted for this attempt only. Don't worry. Well, that's GG. The hitbox on the crystal just was unfair. Sometimes it shrinks to the point where you have to walk in this huge circle and risk falling off of the edge. This is really unfair. This pace is still fine, but it's crap now. It's been soiled heavily by that. I got stuck. Not what you want when you're already falling behind by like some terrible things. And you also don't have a timer running, so you don't even know how far behind you are. We're still like 2 to 3 mistakes away from not getting world record. Ooh, that was so risky, that mini super jump. And unnecessary. Like, I don't even think it saved time. Yeah, don't worry, Dasivoli. People have come and gone and said hi, and I was not muted. I actually just had a couple of attempts before this where I failed the first screen after getting the jump ability, which is like the first part of the speedrun. Okay, that crack is really hard to walk through. That's annoying. I just lost like 5 seconds for missing a super jump. This jump's also really tough. Okay, I'm guessing we're still sub 10 right now. But there's no way to know. Either way, if we're sub 10 now, then we still have a little bit of a buffer of mistakes that we can make and still get the world record. And if it's an in-game time world record, I'm retiming the real time anyway. Even though we need to save like 30 seconds on in-game time. Okay, here we go. I gotta focus. Last few tricks. If we get them all first try, it's world record. Yo! Never get that one first try. It's so rare. No, we were very, very close. Very close to that one. But I honestly, even though we're going to fail these, and it's going to cost me the record, I'm never going to not go for these. These tricks are like small, super, super risky time saves. That's good. That's good. Second try. I cannot believe we got that jump. Okay, last big trick coming up. Got it first try. Still not done. We have the regular jumps. One last jump. We did it. Oh, that's it. Wait till you see the in-game time. That's going to be a sub 11. 10:53. 100%, 30 out of 30. We're gonna retime that. Nice, thank you, Summer. We're looking for the retime. It's gonna be the lag monster that's gonna get us in. And that's gonna do us in. But we're looking for a retime to be sub 11:22.